I guess there's just kind of some confusion in me, I guess, between like, um, I have a tendency to dismiss uh, men quickly if I can't feel the Dragon King in them.
Yeah.
Like just like there's a man right now on an app that's interested in me that I've been talking with some, and he wants to drive here to meet me from far away, and he's really nice, and he'd probably be a really sweet, loyal husband, and I can't feel any like dark, intense Dragon King in him, and so I'm just kind of not very interested.
Right, right. So,
Who do I have to be to call in the Dragon King?
let's assume that every man has Dragon King in him. Let me just let that belief roll around in your mind. Every man can be fierce. Every man can die to protect you. Every man can be a king in his kingdom. Right? Can you feel that as just as a possibility? Yeah.
It's like I can feel it as a possibility, and
So what you're wrestling with here is the intersection between yoga and occurring world.
yeah.
So you have an occurring world that says there's no Dragon Kings out there. Or, right?
Well, it's more like
Or
where
they
the
can't meet me.
I know they're out there. I live in Kansas. Like the story is more like they're in California, and
Great.
so I
Same thing.
believe they're there.
Yeah, they're not here.
Yeah.
The men who can meet me are not here.
Mhm.
Right? Does
Yeah.
that feel
Yes. Yes.
occurring worlds
Mhm.
have a way of becoming the way the way we see everything.
Yeah.
Everything, right?
Mhm.
And so, I mean, there's a lot of ways to approach this question. I don't want to go deep into the occurring world work because it's more heady, but for now, just be aware, like, fuck, oh wow, like, how often do I say that? How often do I actually, like, right? Whereas a different occurring world, so here's what happens. Your body takes the shape of that occurring world, right? And once your body takes the shape of that occurring world, that's your transmission.
Mhm.
Now you have a deep belief. It could be there's not enough money, or there's no women don't trust me, or I'm not good enough, or like we all have these core beliefs that are driving everything, right? When our body takes the shape of that, oh, boom, transmission is complete and we're transmitting. So what I'm saying is you're going to change your body to transmit, come and get me, Dragon King. Right? Right? So that's your, like, it can be like, I'm she who must be claimed fiercely by the Dragon King, but just like, could you feel like how you might walk through Kansas, wherever you live in Kansas, right? With that kind of pep in your step. It's different. So, that's just a personal aside might offer you to try that. Like, you might even put it up on your mirror, on your vanity, on your refrigerator. Come and get me, Dragon King. Maybe you make a vision board. Come and get me. Maybe you practice a dance. In fact, I may have you do something today, right? That's like a dance of come and get me, Dragon King. Right? So you train your body for that transmission, right? And then you are right that most women are more advanced in the practice of relational skills than men. So your Dragon King will likely be, because you practice. You've been around for a little while, I've seen you a little bit. So you're practicing, you're bringing your practice to the world. Your good man, your Dragon King, will likely only have 30% of the practice that you do to start. So you take him to the edge of that 30% and you expand it. So he might only be able to breathe down into his solar plexus, let's say, right? You hold him at that place and you keep evoking until he gets to 35%. Now it might take 5, 6, 7, 8 years to get him to an 80% of the Dragon King that he truly is. But I know that's kind of, women get saddened by that, and it's true. It's part of the reason why I work with men the way I work with men.
Thank you for training the
It's
men.
just true that women are ahead of the game, relational skills, in these yogic relational skills, because they care about it more. Men are like, most guys are trying to make money, trying to do this, trying to live a purpose. That's still where they're wired, because I talked about this yesterday. Relationship is not number one for most guys. Some guys' family is my purpose, and that's totally cool, but for a lot of guys, it's not. And so I'm already getting in trouble for that statement, but it's okay. I'm gonna stick to it. So they're gonna be your dude is likely going to be behind you in practice. So now you get to ask the question to yourself, why am I practicing? Why am I wanting a Dragon King? Is it simply because I want to be claimed, I want to be received, I want to be taken? Totally legit.
There's like a purpose piece. I mean, yes, I want that, but there's also like a sense all my life, all my adult life, that there's something that he and I are going to create together for the world that's far greater than anything that I can create on my own.
Beautiful. I think that's beautiful. And most of the time, these deep desires are byproducts of childhood circumstances and childhood wounds. Our deepest gift is often related to our deepest wound.
Yes.
Right? So this is karma. Basically what everything we're talking about in this is your relationship karma. The desire for the Dragon King, the things you do to push him away, right? All of those things are wrapped up. So the way we change karma is we change our bodies first. We change the body first, because the transmission of love comes through come and get me, Dragon King. I'm aching for you, Dragon King. I'm dying for you, Dragon King. That is your fucking practice. That's your practice. And then as they come, your practice will be so go date,
yeah.
Go out with the guy who's coming, and see where, just even if you don't marry him, you go and you acknowledge all the places where he's king. I love the way that you just came in, swooped in, and took, like you had direction. I love the way that you acknowledge all of the ways that he's king, and you see if they don't become more prevalent. In fact, you could gift him with your energy. He says, okay, I have everything planned. And you just right? Or you bow, or you do some kind of curtsy, or you give him energy. Do you think he's going to be planning shit for y'all? Yeah. If you want more from your man, from your masculine partner, and he does anything even closely approximating it, and you don't celebrate, what are you telling him? Why the fuck would he do it? Just like if you bring your let's say you bring the deepest seductress and he's checking his phone, are you going to be bringing more seductress? Probably not. You're going to be pissed. So, I mean, there's a lot of nuance to, I think you're doing beautifully. I love your she who must be. So let's just really stick with that. She who must be deeply claimed, or claimed fiercely from the Dragon King. I just want to add that one little piece, come and get me.
Come and get me. It's
Yeah,
much easier. She who must be is a lot of words. Come and get me is the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But your body has to be she who must be, right? Because it's must. You're basically not giving the Dragon King any choice. Because there's so much devotion, there's so much depth, there's so much generosity, there's so much pleasure, there's so much yearning, there's so much he doesn't have a choice.